TSM starting off on defense. Knights Academy on attack as they're looking for a very quick B-side push. Frosty going to be able to pick up 1-7, the other. 7 finding a 3K on that entry as Ram will be able to exchange out one, but in the end, just seconds into this round, just PureVNS, the last member of Live, just like that. GMD going to be able to spot him out. Frosty going to be pushing his way over, and PureVNS will be able to find him. So main here has a little bit of information that's just PureVNS in the area, and due to the fact that there's nobody else there, that has to be the say to TSM that, hey, maybe it was just an A fake, but they're still going to stack many members in this area, and that will just be Sabrosa pushing his way up in such a good position. He will be able to throw out this concuss. The entry going to come out as Pure's going to get caught by the Astro Pull. Sabrosa going to be able to pick up one, and there's the cross. Beautiful shots to find the 2K. And GMD continuing to create this pressure. PureVNS and Ram going to exchange out 2 evening. These numbers right back out 3-3 as a swing from Corey. We'll just exchange one more. PureVNS and him exchanging words back and forth, leaving only 2 members alive on either side. 7 going to enter his way out through heaven, leaving Rossi the last man back, and it's Raikou to take him down. Knights Academy is on the lot of utility stacked up in this area. Only one Astra Star is down, and that's just going to be the pole to save a little bit more time as the Paranoia will spot out GMD. So he's not going to gain any info yet. He does get a hefty chunk of damage, but the nade going to come back, forcing him out of hell. Sabrosa going to be able to pick up one with that Sheriff. They're swinging to come. GMD and 7 raining down fire, denying this entry before their patient approach has just denied them almost every single time. Sabrosa trying to pick up one. He will be able to do it, but that's a no command. So Frosty is still in this lineup. The Resurrect available as the bomb going to be planted by Pure. 7 going to get taken down as Rossi with his own and going to be able to find another. We do see the Showstopper come out, but no damage to come across as Pure will be able to find himself another as Corey trying to enter his way onto the site. The information gained, and just like that, as Pure in a 1 versus 2, the swing going to come. He finds him the 3K, looking for 4. Rossi sitting at just 1 shot, and the Odin continues to rain down, finding himself to some more members stacked over towards this B side, but Ram gonna get taken so low at the very start of this round, and there was no pole to come in there. That was just simply the paint shells to deny so much pressure and a lot of damage to come across. The Showstopper gonna come out, but Pierre gonna be able to shut down Corey, and it gets exchanged on either side, but in the end, that's a massive pick to go on either way there, but that's the tour de force being taken away. Knights Academy needed that in order to find some sort of entry onto these sites, especially with the slow and methodical approach that they're going for. Now it's 7 with his op in hand, who's going to find one for themselves, and Knights Academy is already going to be defaulting right back towards that A side once again. Frosty going to throw out that nade, but GMD, you can't even give him a second. He's going to deny you as Frosty gets taken down, leaving only 2 members left for Knights Academy. Raikou going to make his presence known, and Sabrosa finds himself a free kill. GMD the other, and it almost seems that Knights Academy go their direction in order to find a little bit of life to go their way.
The fact that Rossi has been able to hold this Nightfall basically the entire game is so emblematic of how much, like, how confident TSM is in things right now, just because the second you get Nightfall, you're so ready to just, like, hit it the second you get it back, and you'll just, you know, run in with it for a take or a retake.
So GMD in a good position to push his way out, but that's going to be Corey with the Showstopper in hand. He will be able to find that pick, and that is how you use that ultimate. Tiny bits of information going your way, and you're able to catch somebody off guard. Ram in such a difficult position. He can't really go in and take control of mid-market here. 7 going to be able to find another pick to go TSM's way, and Ram going to try to put the team on his back in this situation and find maybe a couple of rotation kills. They might not still expect him in the area. But regardless, that bomb is still down outside of grass, and GMD is going to check this position. He's going to get the pick onto Ram, denying the entry once again, and Pierre with this op in hand isn't even going to be able to find a pick as Rossi's in a difficult position, and Corey is just jiggle peeking his way in and out. He will be able to spot out that that is an operator in hand, and it's Rossi with this Odin slow peeking around the corner. Raikou going to be able to find one, GMD the other, as this is just going to be a full collapse onto Raikou's throat. This is what I wanted to see. I wanted to see Knights Academy go for that aggressive push once again. It's what gave them a little bit of success like 8 rounds ago onto that A site. And Ram going to be shut down, the pole to come out, and Rossi just has to rain down fire with this Odin in hand. That's 100 bullets going his way in 1 pick, but Knights will be able to exchange out 2, but they don't clear out back boats, so Corey just going to be able to finish off this bomb planter, and it's up to Frosty to continue to gain control over this site, and they still have to deal with Corey sitting outside of boats. Frosty going to make his presence known, find one more at that Odin. Frosty going to be able to find himself the 3K. We do see that Seeker coming out in the jiggle peak to gain information on either side, as Frosty will be able to throw out that silence, denying utility to come out for just a moment here, and this bomb will be able to get planted cleanly. And Frosty just going to play this so smart, decides not to go for that Odin, as the Eye going to come in, gaining a little bit more information to go his way, forcing Frosty to a different position as he's trying to just play ring around the Rosie. If he could catch out one here, or apologize, ring around the Rossi, the swing going to come out. Frosty finds the 4K. Solo takes his sight for Knights of Cat. That nade to come out as Frosty is taking a little bit of low HP there due to the paint shells coming out. The pop flash going to come through, but the pull makes it so he can't enter onto site. 7 going to be able to find one as Ram got a little bit aggressive outside A main here, and I believe PureVNS did get spotted. The combustion going to come out. 7 and GMD going to finish him off, leaving Raikou to gain a little bit of information, but he peeks without his teammate in the area, and 7 just going to be able to clean up. That man is a lethal weapon.
In the second round of a half, and 7 is more than halfway to a tour de force.
Frosty able to help his teammate out as 7 was focused on that boom bot. PureVNS and Frosty exchanging kills on either side, and that's an even 3-3 mark to deny the push from TSM onto this A site. Knights Academy played that beautifully. They burned the utility right at the start of the round, knowing that it was going to be an aggressive push. And GMD has created a little bit of pressure as he's made his way outside of tree here, but there's only really one member of Knights Academy in the area, and that's just going to be the patient back off. Make sure we have these rifles back in hand as TSM is re-gearing for a re-hit over towards this A side. Pure trying to gain a little bit of information, but I don't believe he spots out anything outside of mid-market here, so Knights Academy has no info to where any member of TSM is, and Frosty throws out the silence. He will be able to spot out the shoulder of one. Sabrosa going to throw out this pop flash, but he doesn't check both corners. Frosty going to be able to pick up one. The paint shells are going to force him to back away, allowing the entry onto this A side for TSM. No ultimates are going to be available in this situation, but Corey, I believe, is close to that showstopper already. So we do see that pull coming out. GMD in such a good spot here. The swing gonna come. He's gonna be able to find one, looking for two, but Raikou shuts him down. Corey, only man alive, full HP. He has the Vandal in hand. The pop flash gonna force him into a difficult position as Frosty and his teammate gonna be entering their way in, and the tether doesn't hit. Wow. So he's going to be able to spot out Frosty, swing to the other side, catches out one, beautifully played by Knights Academy. The Force v Force, and they're the ones that come out on top. And Knights Academy is they're setting up for maybe a fast retake, which has shown them a little bit of success on this defender side, and a large split to come out for TSM. You're going to be able to find one, Frosty the other. Sabrosa trying to exchange it out. The pop flash going to come here momentarily as PureVNS going to reveal GMD sitting outside A main. The swing going to come, and PureVNS played it beautifully to find that pick. There's going to be the combustion trying to find a little bit of space, but Sabrosa can't even see where he's at the moment. All the utility thrown his way, and he is marked in this position. Rossi going to be able to find one with a very interesting peak to come out for Pure. The numbers advantage is heavily in front of Knights Academy, and you can't risk these picks going the other way just due to the fact that TSM has played so strong so far, and that's going to be another pick. Sabrosa going to be able to pick up one. Ram the only line of defense over on this B site, and if they could take this 2v1 properly, then it's numbers numbers being evened out when it was a 5 versus 2. Is Ram going to be taken to just about half HP? He has the paint shells available, but he will get spotted out. Such a great trade in the end for Frosty to be able to pick up one onto Sabrosa, leaving Rossi the last man back, but they're stacked together. Frosty going to be able to find himself the 3K. But the information was gained, and we don't see a rotation from Knights Academy, which might be the death of them. So the Nightfall going to be popped, and in the end, oh my goodness, Corey, what a shot onto Pure before the button was even pushed, and they know exactly where Raikou is at. The swing to come, and GMD going to be able to find himself one pick, leaving only 2 members of Knights remaining, and this is a half buy for so many members of TSM. It was, I believe, only 2 rifles to come through, and Corey and 7 just going to be able to finish it off. The flawless way out, but he's not going to be able to find the pick, and he stays here, Tenor. He stays aggressive, but the pop flash going to come. They expected it, and the teleport going to create a lot of space for TSM to be able to set themselves up for an A-side push. 7 taking a little bit of damage to those paint shells, but that's going to be the divide coming out only inside of Heaven. They know that the operator's in hand, so they're not trying just to block it off. That's all that ultimate was used for, was to make sure the op wouldn't be able to find a pick. Corey going to be able to find one, 7 and Sabrosa the other, leaving only 2 members of Knights remaining, but Pure does still have this operator in hand. Once this divide depletes, there is still a chance that he's able to frag out, but a beautifully timed and placed Seeker is going to force him off of his position. It's up to Raikou coming in on this flank, but the door is closed. Pure going to be taking a half HP through the wall. He will be able to find one, pick 7 the other. Just like that, GMD going to finish it off and find TSM the 13-6 win over Knights Academy on map 1. And so, you know, maybe it's going to go the same route, and Knights Academy is able to start off hot here. As 7 gonna be, he is a monster with that headhunter, gonna be able to take down Pure seconds into this round, and all these members of TSM already gearing up for an A-side hit, and we do see the push-up coming through. Is Ram in a good position? The pop flash gonna come out. He does dodge. He's gonna be able to find one, Frosty the other. It's Rossi gonna be able to exchange it out, and these numbers are just even right back 3-3, and TSM is gonna heavily push over towards this A-side. That I will come out getting a little bit of information. Beautifully placed as Frosty staying on the aggressive push-up, gonna be able to find one of the Sabros, looking for another, but Rossi doesn't stop moving. He doesn't need to, as the frenzy is unbelievable at times. Corey going to be able to find one with those paint shells, and it's PureVNS in a 1 versus 2 coming in on a long flank here. He has an opportunity to find himself a massive pick onto Rossi. Can he get the bump landed? But Rossi just going to shut him down, and TSM are on the board. Can't risk giving up a bonus in this situation. PureVNS going to find himself an early pick, but Raikou might get caught out. He's able to dodge the concuss. Is Ram going to be able to find one, but it's GMD and Rossi to exchange the other 2 out, leaving only 3 members alive on either side. And we do see that Seeker taking a long approach to be able to catch out one outside of A-Link, as PureVNS is on a hunt at the moment, looking for another. Is Corey going to be peeking his way out? He will be able to find himself the pick. And they have no idea. Yes, they do, that Rossi is making his way into heaven. It will just be exchanged a little bit of damage back and forth, but this bomb is still ticking down, and they have to get through GMD. Frosty just going to wide swing the corner, find the pick, and Knights Academy is on the board with a great rifle round. But, Tenric, do like the fact that it's Nightfalls on either side, and who's going to use it in a better position? Will it be the retake or the entry ult to come out? As TSM has swapped their pressure over towards this C site, the Nightfall going to be able to come out. 7 going to be able to find one. Sabrosa the other. Frosty going to be able to exchange out one for himself, but that's full control over the C site for TSM, leaving only 2 members of Knights Academy remaining.
Use any of them effectively.
A very fast A-side push is Corey already making his way towards A short. Pure getting a little bit of information and finds a pick to go his way as well, and he's going to continue on the aggressive approach. Sabrosa thought he TP'd away, and that's another major pick. There's no utility left for TSM as Corey is alone on site. Pure going to be able to find himself the 3K. Such an unbelievable start to this round for him as Rossi trying to pick his way out of the dark cover. He's able to find one, but that Seeker is going to be able to find it. Starts out forward. It's going to be Ram with that showstopper in hand outside of heaven. That's a Rolling Thunder to come out as well for TSM, denying the re-entry. Is the ultimate not going to hit? Rossi somehow able to escape with nearly full HP. The flash is going to come out. The combustion doing so much damage. The flash to come again, and looking like TSM is fully blind for this entire round. Raikou swinging his way, he's going to be able to find one. Pierre the other. Raikou onto one, leaving 7, the last member alive, but that's an op holding down this bomb. Do you take the right peek? There's one going his way, and Raikou sitting at just 1 HP. All he has to do is play time, but Raikou going to take him down at 4 HP, and will he find the defuse? No, he won't. Just like that. TSM find the round with a lot of ultimates.
Divide the second and clear with the showstopper. I was like, oh my god, he's gonna find so much space here, and then he couldn't get any information on top of that. 7 just popping off on a long post C's to find the opening 2 kills on another full buy round, mind you, coming from Knights to try and recover from a very shady round 6.
You didn't even want that pop flash entry. 7 just wanted to do it himself as PureVNS going to throw out the paranoia, but there's the perma flash to come on the other side. Rossi going to be able to find one, make that 2, 7 to finish it off with the 3.
Which looks to be once again on C site, and they're not even going to use a star this time. They're just going to raw contest this op-wielding Chamber and Pure, who doesn't even find a pick to get things started.
Frosty will be able to exchange out one. That allows Pure to get into a reposition. As that smoke, he has no idea. Dark cover, there's 4 members sitting behind it. He will be able to find the second shot with the operator. But regardless, that was a great denial onto the C site, and the bomb is just waiting patiently in front of Knights Academy. They don't even need to peek this. Just basically play retake simulator once again. You know where they're going. They have to recover the bomb, and it's just going to be the full cross being held. We do see one member outside of B-Link. Such a smart play from Knights to deny any sort of flank to come through from that position. The dark cover going to come out, and this is just going to be a waiting game. Will it be 7 or will it be Pure? Who do you think is going to peak first, Henrik?
It has to be 7.
It has to be. Yeah.
He has a lot more space to try and wander. This corner is entirely his sightline wise, and so he's going to eventually find somebody. He sees Pure's head, tries the flick, fails it. But now both members know where each other are, and another dark cover is going to be used. 7.
That's the last one. That's the last dark cover.
Yeah, Knights is running on empty now, but they still have a little bit more that they can work with to stall this out. Another 25 seconds they have to work against, and there's fault lines either way. Pure is going to find the first onto 7, so there's only 2 left, including Rosa, who is on absolute scraps, and Knights is going to clean house there.
Cubby, he has to be good for 1 here, and he's going to spot out the operator. Does he have the trigger to spin? Yes, he does. Frosty going to be able to find 2, looking for 3. The combustion going to come out, forcing them into this fight. Sabrosa will be able to exchange it, but regardless, that's numbers advantage going Knights' way due to a beautiful patient play from Frosty. as we do see that operator swapped over towards Garage. The swing gonna come, and Pure can't find the pick. He's not a first shot kind of guy, but he's gonna hit the second, I guarantee it. It's not going to be a quick push from TSM. I thought it was going to be my mistake, but that's going to be the Rolling Thunder to come out. And they're just going to continue to push through. Pure going to rotate back to the other side. This spike beginning to be planted. And this is just going to be a 4 versus 3 retake as Knights Academy just has to remain patient, knowing they have numbers advantage. The utility is not necessarily going their way, but it's already going to be PureVNS revealing himself on that flank. He's trying to catch out one, but GMD going on the aggressive push, going to be able to find one onto Pure. Looking for Rico as well, but he's just going to back off safely, not trying to burn any more utility as Ram going to go for that re-entry outside of Garage. Sabrosa shutting him down. PureVNS and GMD finding the other two, leaving Rico the last man alive. The swing to come. It is Rossi on top of Logs to find the 7th. A lot of utility burned by TSM for not much space, and they're going to be forced onto this A site. Right, you're going to be able to find one, PureVNS the other, swing from the other side, which GMD, who's the one to find the 2K, making the divide available, and it's instantly going to be popped to make sure they can get this bomb down cleanly on this A site. He almost gets taken out of the paint shells, actually, sitting inside of Astro Form. Is Frosty going to throw out this Nightfall? Ram from above will be sashing his way onto site. Can they hear him? Ram with a beautiful pick, looking for the other, and he's going to be able to shut down GMD. What ultimates to go their way? The only one online at the moment is just the Tour de Force on either side. And that Tour de Force in a post-plant situation feels a hell of a lot better than on a retake, as Sabrosa is going to be spotted out, but he's somehow able to back out cleanly and get damage along the way. And he's just going to go for the re-peek. Ram will be able to shut him down, but do they check for Rossi? Yes, they do. Corey going to be able to find one. Pierre the other. 7-1 for himself, as every member gets a biscuit in the basket. Pierre sitting backside. The eye going to come out as Rossi just going to spray his way through TSM. The second the secret goes out, that has to be the go-ahead. The eye going to follow it as GMD is in a difficult spot. He's going to be able to find one. Frosty will be able to exchange it out, but Corey's right there to back up his teammate. Pierre making his way to backside as Rossi and him exchanging kills back and forth, and it's up to Pierre in this position. He will be able to find one, but Corey finds 3, and that number's a little bit higher to find TSM their 9th. Being that sort of blind entry over on this C side, and Sabrosa has no idea that they're just being inched up on. Corey will be able to reveal this information just in the nick of time, and he's playing so patient. He will be able to find that last man back, as Frosty and Ram going to be able to find 2. We do see the showstopper coming out, but Corey can't find the kill. A great satchel to get him into safety, as he will be able to recover himself, finding himself a 3K, and Ram the last man back. Now in a 1 versus 2, when Knights Academy had full control over that C site, and they just couldn't get the bomb planted. Ram going to be able to find one, looking to clutch it up for Knights Academy once again. The nade going to come out, but all Corey has to do is throw out those paint shells, and actually he doesn't deny the bomb plan. I thought he did. So just 1 second remaining. We'll be able to get it down, but Corey says it doesn't matter. I'm just gonna push in, find the 4K. To a certain extent, they're risking it all in this position to deny space, and even those paint shells might give away the fact that there's not somebody on that close corner, and the Seeker's not gonna check close right side, so Rossi has a free pick. It's actually Sabrosa who finds it. Pierre will be able to find one as he takes down 7 and went for another aggressive peek outside of B here, and that's just gonna be the entry, as Riku has an opportunity to get this bomb planted. They're just gonna try to take a little bit of space outside of a link here, but the flank is already incoming for TSM as Rossi in a bad position. Ram gonna get spotted out. He does find the pick to go the other way though, as Sabrosa is just gonna be able to do the same thing, but Pierre is prepared for it, and Knights Academy is just stuck on the site. The 3 versus 3, the eye gonna come out, and here comes the entry, the satchel on the top side. GMD and Pierre gonna exchange kills, but in the end it's only 1 member. Pierre sitting outside of a link, the swing gonna come. He's able to find the 4K, looking for the ace. Can he do it is the question. Is GMD gonna throw on the Astro Star? The bomb gonna be tapped. They have no idea. They're looking right at each other. The swing gonna come, and Pierre playing this beautifully. So much time on the board. Is he just gonna stick this? Yes, he is. Pierre gonna find the ace and clutch it up for Knights Academy.
What a great shift of tempo.
Side, the Nightfall gonna come out by TSM, as they're not expecting the fake, but there's still 2 members in the area, as that's gonna be the Rolling Thunder. Popped 7, peeking slowly around this corner. He's not able to find himself the shot. Sabrosa looking for one as well, but Pierre somehow hidden in the smoke. He will go down in the end, as the Nightfall gonna be popped from the either side, as Frosty trying to find a little bit of time to actually get this bomb planted, but that's gonna be the fast retake from TSM. They're not gonna give him any time. Frosty and Sabrosa gonna exchange kills on either side, as Ram making the rotation over to help his teammate out, but now he's in the grave, as Riku gonna go down as well, and just like that, TSM gonna find themselves there, and maybe a dream is all they need, as they're moving very fast over towards the seaside once again, but GMD with a great pull, able to find one, Riku the other. Sabrosa gonna go ahead and throw down this flash. They are exchanging a lot of damage back and forth, but in the end, Sabrosa does decide to continue with that patient approach, trying to deny any sort of space here. 7 gonna be able to find one with the operator in hand, and that's gonna be the Rolling Thunder popped by Knights Academy. Frosty gonna be able to find one for himself, but the numbers advantage still going over towards TSM, and they're gonna be forced to back away. away, and they get basically a full reset here. The Seeker gonna come out as Riku will be spotted. The flash to come. Sabrosa finds the pick. And just like that, Rossi the final kill. TSM, welcome to MCT as you find yourselves the 2-0 sweep to start your season off.
And what a warm welcome it is. One of the best records we've seen match-wise this entire time. TSM live up to their reputation as a powerhouse